Hi, this is Sandman 99.
And I'm Rick V5.
And we're back with more adventures of Escape Synth G9-13.
As Jun Long here comes and interrupts us in our intro.
Yeah, him and his minigun.
And his inability to use doors.
Yes, he can't use the gate either. But that's okay. There, we'll let him in.
A dull moment.
Yeah, never a dull moment, eh, Preston?
Fuck.
So we came back to Sanctuary after rescuing the settler at Backstreet Apparel. We got killed last episode.
Yeah.
By a super mutant with a Molotov cocktail. So I don't know if I can live down that, but anyway.
It's fine.
We're back. We have come back and re-recruited Preston Garvey. And I made some upgrades to the pipe gun called Tantrum.
Yep.
And I've decided to switch to that one. And I gave Preston Spitfire, although he still has that 2-shot laser musket as well.
Yep.
So, but he will run out of ammunition for that 2-shot laser musket at some point, and then he will need another weapon. And I kind of like giving weapons that shoot 38 caliber bullets to followers, because 38 ammunition is very, very common throughout the entire game. You never stop finding loads and loads of it.
You don't have to micromanage them as much.
Yeah, and you can build up even a pipe gun. You can build up a pipe gun so it does a decent amount of damage.
Yep.
In the hands of a follower. And of course, we do have 38 caliber revolvers that we can actually, build up using our gun nut perks to turn those into pretty decent weapons too.
Yep.
So, like lots of characters, if I want them to have a reasonably good weapon that doesn't burn through ammunition too quickly, I'll give them some kind of a 38 revolver, like with the highest level receiver I'm capable of putting on it.
Yeah, because it hits harder.
And a whole pile of 38 ammunition, and then that way your companion can actually do enough damage to be somewhat helpful.
Yep.
And they also won't run out of bullets. And if you put a scope on the gun and that kind of thing, do everything you can to improve the accuracy, they can even sometimes hit what they're shooting at.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time, but sometimes. Actually, I think from what I've seen here so far in this performance since we recruited him, I think Preston is one of the better shots of the NPCs that can follow you, actually. Because we actually witnessed him shooting an enemy in the last episode, and lots of times, like if you got Piper with you or somebody like that,
they can't hit with
she shoots the gun a lot and shoots lots of bullets, but doesn't really hit anything.
Yeah, she's like a raider.
Yeah, kind of. So right now I've got Barkeep's best friend, I've got Tantrum, I kept that 38 revolver.
Yep.
And I also kept the Institute rifle for the time being to use as a sniper weapon. And I made a wand. So now, move over, Harry Potter, because I've got a wand that casts a spell.
Yeah, I guess now you can blow up any super mutants.
Yes. If I'd have had this wand the last time when we encountered those super mutants, maybe that encounter would have ended differently.
Well, it's just a great arms race, right?
Well, I think this will keep me ahead of the arms race for quite some time. It's just that it took me until level whatever I am, 13 to accumulate enough materials to be able to make a wand, get enough magic powder to make enough charges for the wand to shoot.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's a scavenger running away. Running toward. Oh, okay.
Hold up.
Running towards some blood bugs.
Yeah.
You.
Wow, look at that. Preston just picked that one right out of the air, eh?
With his inaccurate 2-shot laser musket, no less.
Good shooting.
Yeah.
Mind you, he missed the shot after that, but...
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe he just got lucky that time. Who the hell are you shooting at now?
I don't know. Maybe there's a bloat fly or something.
Oh, it's a survivor. Right? Okay, let's try this out. Now, you'll notice I had to load it. That's why I flipped it like that. And you can aim it just like a gun. Oh boy. I think that targeting was just a little off. Now we need to take a stim pack. Wow. Almost killed myself with it.
Yeah, good thing you were at the edge of the blast.
Yeah, really. I'm gonna have to take 2 stim packs. And some water. Wow. Okay.
Out of the way, Preston.
Yeah, I don't think that quite went where I was aiming either.
Yeah, I think it has a bias to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So if you aim a little to the left...
Well, see, now the bear has fled to the inside where I can't actually target it with this thing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't
Can
know
you
though. It might hit that window and then explode. I'm not sure.
Damn it, where are you?
Nope.
Oh, it went right through.
There you go.
Anyway, as you can see, very damaging weapon. Potentially dangerous to self as well. So you got to be really careful about how you use these things. I've never actually run across one of these encounters where
Bear is stuck in the house.
Well, no, where one of the scavengers that you find has actually survived.
Ah.
Right? Usually there's no survivors. You just find all dead people.
Well, there you go. I guess it is dynamic like that. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah. Yeah, here I thought it was just one of those set encounters where you come across 3 dead scavengers and a Yao Guai, right? But anyway, we tried out the wand. The wand works pretty good, although you got to be careful with it. Was I moving when I fired that first shot? Maybe the direction is affected a little bit by movement.
Possibly, I don't know.
You know, like you might, because I noticed that the second and like those last couple of blasts that I fired actually were accurate enough to fit right through that window.
Yep.
And that window is a pretty narrow thing to shoot it through.
Ah, who knows? I guess you'll have to experiment with it and get used to it.
I guess. But we'll experiment at long distances. That would have been a terrible way to start the episode. Get killed by your own wand. I'm just going to stop in here and drop some of this stuff off that I picked up.
More junk.
Oh, actually, yeah. It was just junk that I got to pick up. Not very much, though. Well.
Ah, well, whatever.
Yeah, well, I guess we can cook the Yao Guai anyway. We'll have them for lunch.
See, you don't need salt in Fallout 4 to cook food.
Yeah, that's a reference to, of course, the new survival mode in Skyrim. Anniversary Edition. Although they gave you, if you had SE, they gave you the survival mode too without having to switch to Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, aside from the survival mode and a couple of other things like that, I don't really see very much difference between Anniversary Edition and plain old regular edition. Oh, there, see, you heard the sound, but you didn't see the effect that time because...
Yep. It did. It died.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter if it dies, and it smashes into the wall that it's already sitting on.
Yeah.
Do you have a visual on
There you go. Look at you and your selective shooting.
Well, you know what? It helps if you take your time. And, it looks like Preston killed one, too, with his laser musket. I don't even have a scope or anything on this. I ran out of materials before I could make any improvements to this gun.
Who needs a scope? Got real man sights on that gun.
Yeah. So anyway, we're heading to the police station in Cambridge, just in case people were wondering what the point of this whole thing was. Because, you know, like, we're not really at a level just yet where we can get too deeply into the story or anything like that. And I was also thinking because this character is not really a vault dweller, and that isn't my son that was kidnapped and all that kind of stuff, I thought maybe we would follow along one of the storylines presented by one of the major mod overhauls that I have.
Okay.
Because I do have a few.
Yeah.
And we just see how that goes. But for now, we're going to do a few things. You know, like, it's just kind of a logical progression as you work your way toward Diamond City. Well, you're eventually going to... Oh yeah, right. Lucky thing I got that perk, because I completely forgot that there was a couple of frag mines here.
See, it saved you.
Yep, it did. That's why you get that early. Anyway, as I was saying, you naturally just encounter this area as you work your way toward Diamond City, so it just kind of makes sense. You are running by here and you hear gunfire, so you naturally go to investigate because you're a nosy busybody, right?
Civilian in the perimeter. Fire. Tango down. Heads up. They've stealth.
Where are they all? Oh,
They're all charging dance.
Yeah, they all charge dance. So,
Without fail.
wow, look at that. Every single one of them. I don't have to do anything here.
Oh, there's one you can shoot. Or not.
I know ghouls are hard to shoot, actually. They move very quickly.
You hear that?
I gotta reload now. Well,
Yeah, there goes the truck.
yeah. So we'll talk to Paladin
go.
Dance here.
Hi.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
Pest exterminator. I heard you had a feral problem.
Evading my questions is a surefire way of getting yourself ejected from the compound. Are you from a local settlement?
Do all these questions really matter? After all, I helped you fight those ferals.
You make a fair point. If I appear suspicious,
I'm
it's because
persuasive.
Our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment we arrived in the Commonwealth, we've been constantly under fire. If you want to continue pitching in, we could use an extra gun on our side.
That all depends. How much are you paying?
It's always about the money with you.
Preston didn't like that.
Screw you, Preston.
I'm Paladin Dance, Brotherhood of Steel. Over there is Scribe Halen and Knight Reese. We're on recon duty, but I'm down a man and our supplies are running low. I've been trying to send a distress call to my superiors, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir, if I may,
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of
See,
the
I had
police
no
station,
idea that Scribe
but I'm
Halen
afraid
even
it
had
just
hair.
isn't enough. What
But
we
I,
need is
but I
something that will
installed a
boost the
mod that
signal.
somebody
Our
made
target
that
is
removes
Arc
that
Jet
black
system,
hood
and it
thing.
contains the technology
Yep.
we need.
So all she wears is
Range
just the
transfer.
cap.
We
And then you
infiltrate
can
the
see that
facility,
Scribe
secure
Halen
the
actually does
transmitter, and bring
indeed
it
have
back
hair.
Go
What do you
bigger.
say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
It's a good plan. If we make it back.
I can assure you that I wouldn't undertake this mission unless I had confidence in your abilities.
Huh.
Okay, well, let's just
take
loot
Reese
all
inside
these
and
guys
find his
before we
Yes,
do
sir.
anything else here.
Once you're on your feet, I want you to make certain the perimeter is secure.
I'm on it.
All right, civilian. It's time
Like
to
how
prove your
Dance
worth.
is super
Head into the
confident in your
police station
abilities
and
after
supply
meeting you
yourself.
for 5 seconds.
Then let
Yeah.
me know when you're ready to
Especially since I
Let's
don't think
move
I
out.
actually shot a
All
ghoul.
right, big guy.
Oh no, I think I did
Let's
shoot
Yep,
one.
you shot
right?
one. Yep, you didn't kill it, you just shot it.
Yeah.
You know, he's a trusting military man.
Yeah. It's funny how a lot of these ghouls carry 38 ammunition.
Well, I guess everybody in pre-war society here was packing.
Yeah.
This is America, after all. America.
Well, see, when we made the 38 caliber revolvers and inserted them into the leveled lists, they are actually a very common pickup too.
Yep.
Right? Oh, I don't think I'm going to pick those missiles up though. Those are too heavy.
You know you want to pick those missiles up.
Yeah. Can't carry them, but you know.
You just need your quad barrel missile launcher.
Yeah.
The, like, however many pounds of weight that is.
Actually, if you wanted to play a power armor type character, I also downloaded a mod from the Nexus that increases your carry weight when you're in power armor by quite a bit.
Yep.
Because the vanilla buff that they gave you really wasn't very much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess a single barrel missile launcher is probably good enough.
Well, you would think, but
Me up or what?
I don't know.
it's funny. It depends on how you
Prognosis looks pretty
spend the
grim.
perks,
Might be
because
more humane
the
to just
base
take you out back and shoot
single
ya.
barrel missile launcher
You're all
does,
hard.
I
Just
think, 150 points of
Squirming
damage
so I
per
can get
shot.
these bandages on.
But later on in the game, if you specialize in any whatever kind
You're some
of
kind of
weapon,
hotshot.
Yep.
well, then
You should pay attention.
you know,
might
like you
learn
can do
something.
that much
Listen,
damage
smartass,
anyway,
I don't take advice
right?
from anyone except Tom.
Yep.
You're hired help.
without having to carry
All there
a
is to
thing
it.
that weighs 35 arbitrary weight units.
Hired help or not, I got the job.
Some backbone. Good. You'll need it if you keep hanging with us. Now why don't you run off and see if Top needs you to do anything else?
Sorry about the other guys.
Why are you cutting me so much slack?
I joined the Brotherhood not too long ago. I used to be like you. Wandering alone. So I know what it feels like when every single person you bump into sticks a gun in your face. Look, it may not seem like it, but Dance is a good man. He's just all soldier.
See, it definitely looks better than
Protocol?
having that
This
weird
is bread and
black
butter.
hood
And
underneath
race?
it, right?
Well, let's just say he's as hard-headed as a Mr. Gutsy. But you know what? I trust both of them with my life. Because they're good people. And that's hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah, okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
How's security looking? We going to be able to
And
hold
we're not going to
hands?
run through here and
pretty
loot this
solid.
place just yet because I
should
don't
be
have
safe
any
enough.
place to put all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Unless a behemoth decides to pay us a
So
visit.
we'll probably,
we won't last long enough to worry
like
about
just do a couple of things to pick up here for supplies. And we'll open
Don't
this
think
safe.
I can pick
Can't
this.
open that
Oh.
safe. Not going to open that safe.
Think
Damn.
there's anything valuable in all of this junk?
But I can pick up the cigars. And there's some... Oh, there's a patrolman's sunglasses. Now, these are vanilla sunglasses, but I did download a mod as well that improves the appearance of these. So you can see now, like the vanilla ones are just sort of gray lenses and they're really blurry and kind of, you know, like not very crisp
Yep.
looking. Whereas these actually, you know, like they look pretty good.
Yep.
Right? But that's okay. We'll go back to the round black glasses because we like those. All right. Well, I don't know if there's really anything else in here. Oh, I'm hungry and thirsty, though. Got to eat and drink and all that.
And I guess you're ready to ship out.
Yeah. So we're going to have the Yao Guai for lunch. So we're going to eat the Yao Guai for lunch here. And
Down your Yao Guai with some water.
wash it down with a little bit of water. Yeah. First aid kit here. We can empty some of that stuff out. We'll come back for this other stuff later.
Yeah, you'll need the cans and everything too.
Yep, and the duct tape and all that kind of good stuff, right? But right now we don't have enough room to carry it all. Okay, well we can grab the Rad-X, some ammunition that we can use, and the rest of that stuff. It doesn't really help us very much.
It'll be there when you get back.
Yeah, we'll grab the drugs, because we might need those. And, yeah, we'll come back for this other stuff later because there's actually a Red Rocket settlement at Cambridge, not far from here. So what I can do...
Why are you standing around here like there's nothing to do? Paladin Dance is waiting for you.
Yes, he is.
Blah, blah, blah.
Paladin Dance.
You ready to move out?
Ready.
Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind.
Oh, he's not going to put his
Better
helmet
get a
on.
move on.
See
It's
that?
not a good idea to keep Paladin Dance waiting.
Oh,
He's not wearing his helmet.
rip. You're gonna get the dance bug.
Nope, actually, that is not related to whether or not he wears his helmet. I haven't actually seen that bug in quite a while. I've played several playthroughs and haven't seen that one.
Okay. Yeah, you actually ended up downloading Niher's mod for Paladin Dance's helmet, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No?
No, I watched the film and I was very amused because he does quite a good job of making videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that guy must be a professional animator or something like that because he does some things that are absolutely amazing. But I didn't actually download that mod because I never really spent enough time with Paladin Dance to care whether he wears his helmet or not.
That's fair enough.
I
That's fair
basically
enough.
go with him through the Arc Jet thing, and then I get the fetch quests from him, and then like I only actually played the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, I forgot to pause it here. I only actually played the Brotherhood of Steel playthrough once, and I didn't like the
way it played through.
I felt like I was, I become emotionally invested in the game. I felt like I was betraying my friends and all that kind of stuff, and it was a hell of a lot more fun to take the railroad side and, like fly up to the Pridwin and plant bombs and blow it up.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Anyways, I guess we should pause here.
Yes, we will, for a moment.
And we're back.
Yes. Totally forgot. We were in the middle of talking and completely forgot to pause. But anyway, now we're back and we're...
We'll take this alley. Follow me.
Gonna follow the helmetless Paladin Dance.
Arc Jet is a short hike to the west. If we take this road, we should be able to avoid the larger packs of ferals infesting Cambridge. Traveling this far from the police station is a risk, but getting that transmitter up and running needs to be our top priority. If it was up to me, I'd relocate my team. But Scribe Halen detected some disturbing energy readings in the area that need to be investigated. We don't know much about them, except that they're short-lived and broadcast on a frequency only attainable with a high level of technology. We're concerned that whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
Okay, you go ahead and you just, do your exposition there.
And I got to take this shot glass off this dead feral ghoul.
Yep, because we got to. I'm just going to loot these bodies while you're talking.
Well, you never know, and you'll need an extra shot glass.
Yep. Hey, you can make stuff out of that. I think if you get a couple of shot glasses, that gives you enough glass that you can make a barn wall with windows.
God.
Let's take him out. All right, that's over.
Okay, he doesn't have anything I want. He's that guy.
Come on, you need the pool cue, the regular, plain old, unupgraded pool cue.
Okay, well, we'll loot the Brahmin because it's got good
everything.
stuff in it. We'll loot the merchant because the merchant's got some good stuff.
The first team's mission was
And
a huge success.
see what does this pile of ash got? Well, this pile of ash has got some shotgun shells. Not going to bother with the lever action shotgun though.
Well, very nice anyways. You can never have too many shotgun shells.
Meanwhile, he's busy chatting away here and we're ignoring him.
Target from the moment we arrived. But
Blah,
despite
blah,
our
blah.
setbacks,
You
I
should
don't
just,
intend to give up and head home.
put foot to
Or end
road.
up missing.
Yeah, I mean, he goes a lot slower than we do, so, you know, he could use the head start.
You know, it's the whole half jog thing, right? They do the half jog in Fallout, they do the half jog in Skyrim.
Actually, you can't run as fast when you're in power armor either, though. You know, like you just move slower.
Yeah.
Hold up. Not getting past me. We may have a problem here. Intruder alert. Another fly.
Hey, wow, look at that. Marksmanship.
Yeah, as he shoots, you know, 15 times.
Yeah.
I guess if you fire enough bullets in the general direction of the thing, you'll hit it eventually.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here we go. I'm going to take a peek up here because sometimes you get some enemies like super mutants or something that come
Hostiles coming in.
sneaking over the hill at you.
Well, there you go. Preston had you covered.
Anyway, we gotta, you know, butcher all of these dogs while we're here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's good meat, right?
Yep.
Yummy, yummy dog.
Well, you gotta think about what where your next meal's coming from, right?
There it is. Arc Jet systems. There shouldn't be any exterior security, so we'll head in through the front.
All right, let's head in through the front. Arc Jet systems. And here we are.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet.
Yes.
No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Understood.
Outstanding. Remember, our primary target is the deep-range transmitter. Stay focused and check your fire. I don't want to be hit by stray bullets.
You don't want me to shoot you in the ass when you get in my way?
It's fine. He'll do a good enough job of shooting you in the ass.
Yeah. Actually, no, he's one of those berserk guys that goes rushing out into the middle.
Yeah.
All the time. So I don't really need to worry about getting shot in the ass with by him. Because he'll be out in front of me all the time. Which is fine. He makes a really good distraction.
Ha!
It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they've done.
See that? He just very smoothly walks through the doorway just like he's supposed to.
Wow, no bug at all.
Yep.
I can't believe it. He used to get stuck in that hallway.
Yep.
It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
I see that.
Damn it, I was hoping to avoid this. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that.
I'm not going to
Let's
ask
move
him
out.
what a synth is, since supposedly I am one.
You sure that's worth taking with us?
Yeah, we can do a little bit of looting in here now, Preston. It's okay. If I run out of room, you can carry it. I actually, for my own playthroughs, like the ones that I do that I don't record, I have a mod sometimes. It's a bit of a cheat called a portable
This place
container.
is a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Still see
Yeah,
heavy pieces of
and
salvage the Brotherhood might
what
be.
it does is it basically
After we're
has
done
it's
here,
a
we'll have the
container
markers
you can
proceed
open
to
out of your aid menu, and it has unlimited capacity. So when you pick up enough junk that you can't carry anymore, then you open up your portable container and transfer everything into it.
And then you don't have to carry around somebody who can get you killed.
Well, that's right. And also,
like a dead
because
end.
I like to
See
build
if you can find a way
settlements
to
and
get
stuff
that
like
door
that,
open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
you need
write
a
to the
ton
area.
of materials in order to be able to do that. So I have a tendency to be a pack rat, and I pick up everything.
No, we haven't noticed.
Hey, I've been restraining myself. But I do try to...
Hacking
Yeah, I'm
this
too
is
dumb to hack that. I do try to only pick up the really choice stuff. Like, this desk fan has screws and gears and all that kind of stuff in it.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm just going to, because I've done this a time or two, I'm just going to drop a frag mine there before we do anything else. And then we're going to go over here because since I can't hack that terminal, well, somebody very conveniently left the password on this terminal. So now I can go over and use the password in this terminal.
And that's computer security for you.
That's right. Well, I haven't, like I said, when I first started this character, I made this character strictly a physical ability type.
Yep.
So not very much in the way of smarts, technical abilities, and that kind of thing.
Nice work. Let's get moving.
We've got company. Is that it?
There we go.
Alright.
That mine did
We have our
lots.
next target.
Well, you blew something up in the other room there, too.
Yeah, there's a fuel tank in the other room, which is another reason why I quite often will
Hostile sensor reading detected.
set up a mine there, because the mine will blow up that thing.
You must be terminated.
But I also kind of tend to wander around here and loot a little bit, because Paladin Dance is kind of pushy, and you know,
He'll kind of do his thing.
He'll kind of do his thing. Plus, there's like lots and lots of. Ow, that hurt a little bit. You got to be careful with these guys, eh?
Yeah, because they've got the high-powered Institute laser rifles.
Jeez. What are you doing there, Preston? What kind of weird?
I don't know, man. He can't decide where he's going or what he's doing.
Well,
He's like, "Don't worry, General. I got you covered. You'll shoot those guys.
okay.
I'll ask you to shoot those guys."
I think we got them all.
By the way, General, another settlement needs your help.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm keeping him with me, because if he's going to be giving me all sorts of Radiant quests, then it saves me the trip back to Sanctuary every time I want to cash one of them in.
Okay.
This is actually a good area to be using a laser type weapon, because every enemy that you kill
It's going to have that kind of ammo.
is
on
going
it.
to have that kind of ammo.
Won't be
Yeah,
able
I
to
can't
pick
open
this.
that lock. And I can't
way
hack
I'm
that
cracking this.
terminal. I can't do anything.
Oh no.
Well, I can open this toolbox though.
Sweet.
And all there was in there was a bunch of junk, but that's okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, there. Gotta pick up that Abraxo cleaner. So, we can cruise in here. Oh, look at this. Dead synths all over the place. Okay. And it just so happens that we have a weapons workbench here, so we can break some of these weapons down that we've been collecting.
And then not carry around so much.
And not carry around so much. Meanwhile, I think I should probably eat something too to just heal up a little bit, hey?
Yeah. I mean, you never know when that little bit of health will be all that stands between you and death.
Yeah, it could be important later. So, what are we gonna do here? We'll have some squirrel on a stick. How
Yeah,
about
that'll
that?
heal you up good.
Yeah. People are gonna start thinking I'm food obsessed here or something.
Ha!
Well, there goes Paladin Dance rushing
Damn
off.
synths have compromised most of the facility.
It's okay, he'll do his thing.
He will.
He'll trigger all the traps and get shot by all the things.
Yeah, get shot by all the turrets. Yeah, we got turrets ahead, so you gotta go rushing in there so they can all shoot the crap out of you. Okay, we gotta pick up that vacuum tube. Vacuum tubes are one of the components for making our shock blast spells, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you see things like that, you gotta pick them up. Well, now I'm thirsty.
Goddamn squirrel. Not enough salt.
By the looks of it, I need to have a smoke or something there too. I think I'm, yeah, nicotine addiction.
Yeah, look at that. You managed to persuade people with your nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think I read that one once.
So, anyway, I pretty much let Dance go ahead and do his thing because there's nothing I can really do to
Nice.
prevent it. And it seems to make him happy. You know, like I could rush over to this terminal here and deactivate the turrets, but where's the fun in that?
I'm in.
Probably he's already destroyed them all by now anyway.
Oh no, I think I heard one.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I must have got one of them then. Yeah, because you can get military-grade circuit boards and vacuum tubes and all kinds of good things out of these turrets when they're destroyed, too. Which is one of the reasons I let Dance go ahead and destroy them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, well, we'll take that, we'll take that. Oh, look, there's a scoped 38 special pistol.
Boo.
It's got a short scope and it's got a long barrel on it.
Boo. You and your scopes.
Well, see, that's also a very common, because the 38 revolvers are so common in our game, that's the weapon that I outfit my provisioners with a lot, too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I actually have a special uniform. And all provisioners wear the same uniform. Because...
That way you can tell them from raiders?
That way I can tell them from raiders, because I had a few, you know, like, unpleasant friendly fire incidents where I accidentally killed my own provisioners. You know, when they were in the middle of being attacked by raiders and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I found this mod on the Nexus where somebody actually made a police uniform. And it looks vaguely, well, it looks actually a lot like a police uniform, although it's pretty generic.
Yeah.
But it has the nice peaked police officer cap and, you know, like a nice sort of dark, either really dark blue or dark gray, you know, like pants and shirt. And,
Yep.
you know, that kind of stuff. And for the ladies, it's a skirt.
And you just give them all that, and that way you can tell them apart.
So every provisioner wears that, and it actually gives a decent amount of armor protection, too.
Now this place holds promise. Let's look around.
Gas mask.
See, now, he's a little bit bugged here, like he sort of hangs around there, whereas normally he runs ahead, right? But it doesn't seem to be anything too terribly serious. Oh, look. So I guess I completed that particular portion of the quest.
Yes.
Okay. Grab the telephone.
Man, the passwords for the terminals in this game are almost as bad as the passwords people use in real life.
Are they?
Yeah, I think I remember reading an article some years back, and like the #1 most common password, something like password 123.
Well, see, you know what the mini game for the terminals reminds me of is a long time ago there was a word game where you would have to, by process of elimination like that, determine what the letters of the mystery word were, and you have so many turns to do it. And then one of the board game manufacturers came out with a color-coded version of it called Mastermind. And I don't know, I just don't really feel like taking the time and effort
Watch
to
your
play
footing.
Mastermind every time I want to hack a terminal. So I downloaded a mod that basically just gives me the word.
Oh, it could be worse. You'd have to play a game of Free Cell.
Look at this place. Scribes would have a field day in here.
Okay, well, come on, let's go. We're here.
The transmitter should be in the
onwards.
control room at the top of the core. But it looks like the elevators are
Nope,
dead.
he's got to do that
We'll have to
slow
keep
walk.
heading down for now.
And stop at
Find a
every
way to get the
landing.
facility's
Yep.
power back online. There has to be a power backup
Yep.
system. Scout the maintenance area off of the main chamber. I'll remain
Man,
here
you know,
to watch our backs.
I totally know a lot of regular people who just, like, every time they step onto a landing when they're going down the stairs, they have to stop and then turn themselves, because they can't just stop and turn at the same
It's
time.
like, are we there yet?
Derek Zoolander, I mean Paladin Dance, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. He could only turn left or something?
No, he couldn't turn left.
Or he couldn't turn left.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it was.
And it was, he turned left.
Yeah. Yeah. In his day, Ben Stiller was a funny guy.
Come on, you know you want to take that heavy piece of junk.
No, I don't. Actually, it is the most useless weapon in the game. You can't even use it to carry your additional junk, right? Like, if you could use it as a portable container, then at least it would be worth carrying around.
Yes.
But the junk that you load it with still has the same amount of weight.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even give that. But yeah, if I could use it as a portable container to carry junk, well then I would totally carry it. But because the 40 somewhat weight units that it weighs would, you know, be less than what the total amount of junk I'd want to pick up would be. Because I pick up everything.
Yep.
Engine core power restored.
Okay, here we go.
Thermal
Maybe I
engine
need to get
fueled,
my laser gun
primed,
out here.
And standing by for your command.
Okay.
Opening fire.
Yeah, shoot the guys who are shooting at you.
Yeah. I'm a little worried, though, because Preston here... What the hell are you doing? Get over there.
Shutting down. Critical failure.
He's just doing his thing. You know, standing there, cocked way back.
Yeah, well, see, it's tough to make good use of cover when he could be standing right behind me and stop me from ducking around the corner when I need to, right?
Yeah, well, he also draws fire around the same
Looks like we've secured
corners that you would like to be in, too.
Yeah.
He draws extra fire.
Well, I guess now we'll... maybe we'll drink a Nuka Cherry. How about that? There. And we'll pick up that stuff. And this stuff. We'll restock on fusion cells here.
You got a whole boatload of them now.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, what I can do is I can give a whole whack of them to Preston Garvey, too, right? Well, I just picked up a shock baton. Oh, well.
There are worse things you could pick up.
Yeah. Well, so long as
Like a
I
junk
have,
jet.
so long as I have room to carry it.
Hey,
Okay. So he's down to his last 98 fusion cells, so we'll give him another 300 or so.
Just point me to it.
That'll keep him shooting for a while, and it lightens my load just a little bit. I think I am going to drop that shock baton though, because I got a couple of them.
Yeah, I think you're using one as a
Yeah,
weapon.
I'm using one as a weapon, so we'll keep that one. I don't need more than one. Now we'll get in the elevator. So you got to be careful too about these stairways, because if you fall off the stairway, you'll die, right?
Yeah.
Movement detected.
Because it's pretty high up. Oh, look at that. See that?
He spoiled your shot.
That's why I tend to just sort of stand back and let him have at it, because he rushes out in front of you and spoils any shot that you might have anyway.
Yeah.
In the control room. Open fire.
Outstanding, soldier.
Well, that's okay.
So, you know, if he wants to be out in front that bad, I just let him.
Anywhere. Fan out and check the
Probably better that way too, because again, like he'll draw fire around the corner that you're trying to hide behind.
What else have we got here? There's a fuse. Smokes. Oh, look, some antibiotics. What else have we got here? Okay, well, won't bother grabbing his gun because we're already almost at the limit. And there is a cheap magazine that gives me Preston Garvey's maximum affinity buff. So that I don't... I actually have the buffs, like those cheats for every
we'll take
major
the service elevator to the surface.
companion in the game.
And that way you don't gotta tote them all around and get killed.
Well, what I find is that quite often they are more of a detriment than a help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they give you away when you're sneaking, they get in your way when you're trying to take evasive action to avoid damage.
They get in your way when you're shooting.
They get in your way when you're shooting. You know, like they're just generally a pain in the ass. I actually downloaded a couple of mods that make followers keep a longer distance away from you, because I used to have a real problem even with you know, like a robot follower like Codsworth, for example.
They push you off ledges.
Yeah, because they actually, you're moving along and then you stop.
And they just keep coming.
And they keep coming and bump into you, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I needed to get them to keep their distance so that I wouldn't be constantly having my personal space invaded.
And even then, they still follow really close.
Looks clear. Let's move out.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it was. It did help. Okay, I can't really pick up very much more, but I can pick up these cans probably.
Yeah.
And what else is back here? First aid kit.
Actually, that's another thing too. They'd follow so closely behind, you'd even go into first person to pick things up sometimes.
Yeah.
And you end up interacting with them.
Yes, exactly. You know,
Well,
they're so close behind me that
mission accomplished.
the
Smoother.
dialogue
I thought we did
option to
fine.
talk to them actually gets activated when I'm trying to interact with things in the environment.
However,
Yeah.
your extra
You know,
gun
like
gave
to
us the
pick a
edge we
lock
needed.
or
I'm not certain I
whatever.
could have accomplished the mission alone.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agreed. It's a refreshing change to work with a civilian who can follow orders properly. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation. I think you'll find this weapon useful. It's my own personal modification.
This gun
of the
actually
standard
is
Brotherhood
regarded
laser
by
rifle.
many people to
May
be
it serve you
one
well
of the
in
best
battle.
weapons in the game. Particularly for people who use
Thank you.
VATS a lot,
Civilian.
Yeah.
Now,
because that
As far as the
legendary
second
actually allows you to fire a lot of extra shots in
We had a
VATS,
lot
and it
thrown at us
also
back
lets you recover
our
your
op could have
AP
ended
more
in
quickly, right?
disaster.
Yep.
But you kept your cool and handled it like a
But you're not much of a
There's
VATS
no doubt
user
in my
yourself.
mind.
No,
You've
I'm
got
not
it.
much of a VATS user
The way I
myself.
see it, you've got a choice. You could spend the rest of your life wandering from place to place, trading an extra hand for a meager reward.
So I usually tend to
Or
take
you
Righteous
could
Authority
join
and
Brotherhood
put
of
it up
Steel
on a gun
and
rack
make your
somewhere
mark on the world. So,
and display it.
what do you
But that's
say?
about all I ever do with it.
I'd be honored to join.
I hope you know what you're doing, General. You seem to trust in the good intentions of the Brotherhood a lot more than I do. One day, you may have to choose between
Oh
them
yeah,
and us.
I'm over encumbered,
hope it
so
never comes to that.
That's what I wanted to
I'm
hear.
gonna die in
Meet
this
me back at the
conversation.
police station, and we'll discuss the details.
It's
yeah,
because he gave you righteous authority, and that over encumbered you.
Heads
yeah.
up.
Okay, this is what I've got.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to give Preston, right? No, I'm going to just give him these to carry. Right. Free up a little bit of room until we can make it to a workbench and break this stuff down.
Well, and there's your Arc Jet systems run.
Yep. And we're getting close to the end here of the amount of time we have for this episode. So I think what we're going to do is we'll make our way back to the door of the police station, and then we'll call it a day.
Alrighty.
Don't like being out in the middle of nowhere because, you know, interesting things can happen while you're traveling.
Never mind being out at night, too.
Oh, yeah, right. We're out at night, which could be hazardous as well. Almost forgot about that. But just because you're out moving around at night, that doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to encounter vampires, but that is when you do encounter them. And they can appear anywhere on the map. You know, like that's one thing about this game that I noticed is that when the game designers built in their quote-unquote random encounters, they take place in the same places. You know, like they sort of like encounter hotspots.
Yep.
And so basically the vampires they spawn at random times, and they spawn wherever you happen to be. So that's what one of the things that makes them so dangerous.
Yeah, they're like right in your back pocket.
Yeah, they spawn behind you usually and right in your back pocket. So
yeah, actually, I think I've seen you once or twice. You come out of a building and they spawn like right in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Or things like that.
Yeah, just when it's time, they're there. But anyway, it looks like we're going to make it without incident here.
Right on.
Back to the police station. And we'll pick up a couple of side quests in the next episode.
Okay.
But for this time around,
I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.